Welcome to the Nitpicking Nerds. Today, we're doing a special deck. It's one of Beezy's personal ones.
This is like my brand new deck. It's Queen Marchesa, Superfriends.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy, and that makes us the Nitpicking Nerds. Do you like videos? Prove it.
And besides, you want to like this video because people who like this video are 10% less likely to get assassinated while in power.
Disclaimer guy here. Just want to say if you're going to get assassinated, we're not going to try and help you.
And getting assassinated sucks.
This isn't banner tune-ups. This is just, hey, somebody asked for a Queen Marchesa deck. They didn't really have anything, so we're going to show them ours.
So let's get right into Beezy's. This is a Super Friends deck. What other themes? Is there a Proliferate sub-theme in here?
A little Proliferate going on, a little Super Friends. You're trying to keep the Monarch. There's a couple sweet cards that go with Queen Marchesa that I didn't even put here. We can maybe mention them at the end.
Yeah, we're just going to go over what this deck does. But before we get into all the Planeswalkers and all the cool stuff we're going to do, we should probably read the commander, Queen Marchesa.
1 black, red, white for a 3/3 Death Touch Haste. I think it's just a human assassin creature type, not a noble. When she enters battlefield, you become the Monarch, which means at your end step, you draw a card, and if someone deals combat damage to you, they become the Monarch, and then they get it, and then at their end step, they draw a card. If you're not the Monarch on your upkeep, you get a 1/1 black assassin token with Death Touch and Haste.
So that's going to help you get the Monarchy back. This is here to basically, it's a good filler for drawing cards. It makes it awesome for, you can put less card draw in your deck and more one-for-one removal because
You're going to get the Monarch so easily.
yeah, you're almost always going to have the Monarch. And
You might not ever lose it, because we're playing so many Planeswalkers.
yeah, they're going to be like, oh, Chandra for 8 or you for 8? I don't know.
Yeah.
We're playing Super Friends, which means
Planeswalkers.
Planeswalkers.
Planeswalkers matter. I have 14 Planeswalkers in here because Planeswalkers are not that good in Commander. So if you're trying to build a deck all around Planeswalkers, you can't put 30 of them in your deck because your deck's going to be terrible.
Yeah, because you need things to protect them. Because if you just play all Planeswalkers, they don't, in EDH especially, they don't protect itself well enough.
1, there's no Planeswalker that's 2 mana in this deck. There can't be. They all have to start at 3 or above. That is not where you want to be with your tribal matters thing. So I'm going to try to tutor them up, find the spot for them, stick them, get them up for a couple turns, or have one huge turn where I play them, put a bunch of loyalty counters on them, and then just ult right away.
So let's get right into Planeswalkers here. We have 2 little categories of sub-things. These are the ones you want to not ult, and then there's ones you need to ult.
Planeswalkers, you care about the ultimate. Planeswalkers, you don't really care about the ultimate.
That is a more succinct way to say what I said.
Yeah, what's the first one?
Chandra, Awakened Inferno. This costs 4 red for a... How does it enter with? 6? I enters with 6 loyalty. Has a +2. Each opponent gets an emblem that at the beginning of their upkeep they lose, or no, they take 1 damage. It's not life loss. It is different. Oh my goodness.
You appear to have forgotten her static ability.
Oh, she can't be countered.
This spell can't be countered.
Yes, that is true. Chandra cannot be countered. I did actually forget about that. -3, deal 3 to each non-elemental creature.
Yep.
And, man, are they exiled? No.
Nope, that's the next ability, -X, deal X to a creature or Planeswalker. If that thing would die, it gets exiled.
I knew that there was something to exile on this guy.
Yeah, that ability is whatever. Unless you're sniping off a 1-mana elf that's annoying, I wouldn't bother with that. 3 mana damage to each non-elemental, that's a real thing. But we're here for the plus. Plus it, everyone's going to take damage for the rest of the game. All you got to do is survive until they're dead. You're trying to get this out. It pluses to 8, so it's going to hit. It's taking a hit. You just got to protect it next turn, board with a board wipe or something. If you get 3 pluses off, it's like a lot of damage.
8 is a lot of loyalty.
The goal is 3 pluses. You just get everybody 3 emblems, and then you can just kind of sit there.
They're really annoying. Did you remember your emblems? No.
I have all the emblems, so we can totally keep track.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have all the emblems. You have 3 emblems, and then you put dice on them.
That's fine.
I would like to have 5 of the emblems.
Just a stack of. I have to get like 20 of them.
Yeah, so every single time you plus, I want a physical emblem given to me.
Yes, Planeswalkers have a lot of words on them, so I don't feel the need to read every Planeswalker in this deck because they're A, going to be on screen, and B, sometimes we don't care about all their abilities. Or with the case of Sword Markov, he's 3 black. All he really does is come down, -3, someone's life total becomes 10.
Yeah, he swords thirst also. That's easy.
Right,
That's easy
and then
enough to
his
say.
ult is Mindslaver.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that was really easy.
That's great, yeah, super easy. Ugin the Ineffable. He's 6 mana for a 4 loyalty Ugin. Static ability, your colorless spells are 2 less to cast. There's like 20 colorless spells in this deck. +2, you make a 2/2. When it dies, you draw a card, basically. -3, destroy a permanent that's more than 1 colors. This has no ult, so we can't ultimate. It just kind of comes down, makes your spells cheaper, and you plus and make tokens that draw cards. Protect the Monarchy. Also, Planeswalkers create a really interesting, well, I want the Monarchy. Beezy has it. Do I attack and try to get through Queen Marchesa and a Death Touch token? Or do I attack and try to get through and hit Ugin, who I don't want him drawing cards?
Uggin's super cool. I really like that he just makes the spirits and that they can't be gotten rid of, essentially. Now, here's some Planeswalkers you want to ult. A Johnny Steadfast. I actually don't, off the top of my head, I got nothing.
Right, so I'm just going to go over the ult. You don't play Planeswalkers just for the ult. All these Planeswalkers, I think they have great pluses and minuses, and the whole package is what we're after. But these are the Planeswalkers we want to ult, so let's just go over the ults because it's like its own card anyway, and this video can't be 45 minutes long. A Johnny Steadfast is 3 and a white for a Johnny, starts at 4, ults at 7. His ult is -7. You get an emblem with, if a source an opponent controls will deal damage to you, prevent all but 1 of that damage.
It makes it hard for you to be killed.
Basically, no more commander damage. No more giant beaters taking you down. No more like Sarah Ascendant beats. Everything's just 1. All you got to worry about is swarms, and this deck just eats those for breakfast anyway.
Beezy did lose with this out. Can you confirm?
Yeah, what happened? Well, it doesn't stop people going infinite. If you go infinite with Aetherflux Reservoir, I still take 1 infinitely. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh my god. Fire the cannon. Boop.
It looks like it only did 1 damage. Fire it again! Duretti, Ingenious Iconoclast. He's 1 black-red for a 3 loyalty Duretti. He pluses 1, he minuses 1, and he minuses 6. Choose an artifact in play or in the graveyard. You make 3 copies of it. That's just super value.
Yeah, I mean, he makes little defender dudes, and he, what else does he do? Oh, he destroys stuff.
Yeah, he sacks artifacts to destroy creatures or artifacts. It's great. Yeah. I'll make 3 Gilded Lotuses. I'll make 3 Soul Rings. I'll make 3 Wormcoil Legends. Whatever anyone has lying around.
Yeah, I'll make most artifacts, unless they're playing like a dedicated artifact deck that's like, all right, I don't want those.
I'll take 3 Solemn Simulacrums. That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, honestly.
I was talking more about like something like Unwinding Clock. That was what was in my head. It's like I won't take 3 Unwinding Clocks.
Oh God, I wouldn't take 1. If someone was like, "Hey, you can just have this out," I still wouldn't take it. Elspeth, Knight Errant. She's 2 white for 4 loyalty. Emblems at 8. Your artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and lands are indestructible.
I wonder why that's good.
She makes chumpers and then can get you the Monarch back with her other plus.
It's pretty simple to know why that's good.
Yeah, your blockers never go away. You're never going to lose the Monarchy. They can attack your Planeswalkers still.
I mean, if
the Planeswalkers, A, aren't indestructible, and B, even if they were, I don't think the damage is prevented, so the loyalty still goes away. That's why Gideon has to say prevent damage.
Yeah, Gideon's weird.
Anyway, Sun's Champion is 4 white for a 4 loyalty Elspeth. You can make soldiers, kill creatures, or emblem, -7. Creatures get +2/+2 and have flying.
I mean, that's super powerful, and you make a lot of tokens in this deck.
Better than it looks, actually.
I mean,
it doesn't even look that good. It's like 6 mana Planeswalker, emblems to give my guys flying.
No, this is a card that
it's real good.
She fits in this deck a lot better than most decks.
Oh, she's in way too many decks. It's like way too many.
She's like one of the most played white cards.
I don't understand.
I'm
hesitant with this deck. I was like, I'm building a Planeswalker deck. Do I want Sun's Champion? I really had to think about it.
I mean, getting to her ult in this deck isn't that hard. We have a lot of cool ways to get there, so.
Which you'll see.
Which we will get to.
You'll all see.
Because I would say if you're just playing this in, I wouldn't play this in the control deck ever.
No, I wouldn't play this in a big creatures deck.
Nope, I agree.
I wouldn't really play it in a small creatures deck because you just want more small creatures.
Next Planeswalker, we have Liliana of the Last Hope. 1 black for 3 loyalty Lily. She pluses to give something -2/-1. You can -2 mill yourself and bring back a creature to your hand. Or that's 7, -7. You get an emblem with at the beginning of your end step. You get X +2, where X is the number of zombies you control zombies.
Why'd you say zombies at the end? X +2 zombies. Where zombies the number?
I don't know.
Okay.
don't argue with my wording.
The way I built this deck now, there's not that many creatures, so this is probably the worst Planeswalker in the deck. But the emblem is so good. It's not going to win you the game, but it's just utility over and over and over. Ground creatures, you're not losing the Monarch anymore. You're getting the Monarch back because you have stupid zombies every turn. I think there's a version of this deck where you play more creatures, maybe like 12 to 15, and then it feels better. I think I have like 10 or something.
I mean, it's still fine.
Worst case scenario, you can like trade off Marchesa, put her in the. If you really are trying to -2 your Planeswalker that you want to ultimate, you can -2 or put Marchesa in the graveyard, -2, get it back, and then get the Monarch for cheaper. Lose your commander checks. You can do that.
Yeah. Oh, what about this next one? This next one's a great card.
It's called Ugin the Spirit Dragon. You may have heard of it. It costs 8 mana. You know his plus and his minus probably. If not, it's on screen. -9. You draw 7 cards, you gain 7 life, and you put 7 permanents from your hand into play.
It's the inverse of the old Nicol Bolas ult.
So cool. Just the coolest Planeswalker. Easily just like the best one for clearing the board, staying out. His plus is great. It can still spot removal something. It's just worth 8 mana.
No, it's one of the best, if not the best Planeswalkers in EDH.
I think so.
It definitely is one of the best. I don't know if it is the best.
Maybe he can't compete with like the cheap ones. Like he's not better than Dak Faden.
Maybe he's not. Yeah, maybe he's not better than Oko. Yeah, Like he can't compete with those ones. But on board, he's certainly the best one.
Well, even like some of the other cheap ones, like Narset, Ashiok, Saheeli, those are all pretty good too.
Yeah, I guess the cheap.
Stupid static ones.
The static ones that are.
They're just like different cards. They're not Planeswalkers. I don't know what they're.
They basically aren't.
This deck has none of those because they're all bad.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to play Angrath? Oh, blue black gets Ashiok and I get Angrath. All right, cool.
Thanks. That was fair. Thanks.
Yeah. So we're also proliferating in this deck, which means to put counters on things that have counters. This is mostly Planeswalkers. These are just all the ways to proliferate. We have Astral Cornucopia, X for an artifact, enters with X charge counters, so 3 mana for 1. Taps for X mana of any color where X is the number of charge counters on it.
Yep. So proliferating, that's obviously awesome.
Don't ever play this for anything other than 3 mana, because that's already bad. We're going to make it better later, because if it's 3 mana and taps for 2, that's awesome. That's a really good card that doesn't exist. There's no card that does that for some reason. Entering untapped. They're just tapping for 2.
That's strange.
Yeah, there's just nothing that does that. Everflowing Chalice.
What I was going to say.
0 for an artifact. Multi-kicker 2. Every time you kick it, it comes in with an extra charge counter. Taps for colorless equal to the number of charge counters.
Simple.
Play this for 1 or 2. I past that, unless you have 1,000 mana lying around and you're in top deck mode, just keep it low.
Coalition Relic is 3 mana for an artifact, taps for any color, but you can tap it to put a charge counter on it. Then at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you remove that charge counter and get a mana.
Remove all charge counters and get that much mana.
Yes, that is
because
true.
we can proliferate the charge counters.
Yes, I have. It also works with Seedborn Muse, so you can go charge counter, untap it, charge counter, untap it.
Yes, you can.
I've done that before.
Yes. Throne of Geth is interesting. It's 2 mana for an artifact. Tap second artifact, proliferate. We don't even have a ton of cheap, dumb artifacts that are coming out. We can make tokens. We can sacrifice our mana rocks that don't matter anymore. We can sacrifice like Duretti tokens.
Yeah, I was actually thinking Duretti tokens too.
That's like the perfect one. Two of these proliferates and you're already ultimating your Planeswalkers. I kind of go for, in this deck, it's like, all right, I want to play a Planeswalker, plus it, make it to my next turn if I'm not going for the win. And then proliferate, cheaty face, put loyalty on, and then ult it. It's really doable. I've done it a lot of times.
Did you play Cheaty Face?
No cheaty face in this deck.
Oh, I didn't know if you put it in the
That's
deck.
actually not in, couldn't find room. Couldn't find room for it.
I mean, easily could. I mean, if it's Cheaty Face, just play it as your 100th card.
101st card?
Yeah, play it as your 101st card.
Okay. What's next?
Contagion Engine.
6 mana for an artifact. When it enters the battlefield, put a -1/-1 counter on each creature target player controls. Pay 4 and tap it. Proliferate. Then proliferate again.
I mean, that's a lot of proliferating.
You're not only getting value by taking out opposing creatures, but you're also putting 2 counters on all your Planeswalkers for just 4 mana.
Value.
You kind of want to play this, and then it has to sit there for a turn. And maybe this is a little threatening, but aren't the Planeswalkers just more threatening?
This is a card where it's... Okay. I wouldn't suggest this card often. I was just thinking this right now.
It's not good in any non-Planeswalker deck, right?
Yeah, exactly. And even in Planeswalker decks, sometimes you don't even, I'm not a fan of this card. I don't know if I'd put it in. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like it's so clunky in my head.
It's pretty clunky.
It's always like I've seen like decks with this in it, and I always scroll past. I'm like, no.
But this can also be, I played one of my Planeswalkers, plussed it. Now it's the next turn. I have 10 mana. Play Contingent Engine, proliferate, alt, like by itself. That can just do it.
Yeah,
I pay 10 mana to alt a Planeswalker.
Yeah, if you have one of the good ones, yeah.
No, even just the bad ones. That's pretty good. Like pretty much any of them that have an alt that does things, I'll just take for 10 mana. Duretti's alt is worth 10 mana.
Would you Liliana ult?
Last Hope?
No, Veil.
Veil? Yes.
Just take one player.
Card we haven't talked about yet?
Just gimp one player.
Card we haven't talked about yet?
I didn't know it was on here.
Awkward. Karn's Bastion is in land. Taps for colorless. Pay 4, tap it, proliferate. I was pretty down on this card because I saw it in every deck, and I don't think it's that great. But it just seems like a freebie here.
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe that's why it's in. It's like, it's just free.
Just take one of your utility slots, make it this land. It's not that hard. I mean, you get at least 2 or 3 or 4 in a deck like this, in a 3-color deck.
Yeah, and again, we're not going over the non-Planeswalker stuff because this is just about the Super Friends. Like, how did we build a Super Friends deck? Why did we choose Mardu? I love Queen Marchesa. I had a Queen Marchesa deck, took it apart because I needed somewhere to go with it. No, Super Friends.
Yeah, so they're flexing their muscles.
I don't know. I think blue Super Friends is pretty boring, personally.
Why is that bottom card not under Proliferate?
This is faster alts, the category for your Planeswalkers. This is the cheaty face. We can just go insane and alt things.
But the first one that I'm going to talk about because
the last one on the list is the best one.
But it proliferates.
Yeah, it does. It's the best one, not close. So I put it in. It feels like you're cheating by putting loyalty on. Oath of Gideon is the first one. It's 2 and a white for an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you make 2 core, ally, soldier, warriors, whatever, and then creatures, and then planeswalkers you control enter the battlefield with an additional loyalty.
I mean, want me to explain how you get to faster? It enters with next one, actually.
You play it early, make some dumb blockers. Maybe they get you to Monarchy, maybe they don't. Maybe they block, gain you a couple life. Maybe they save your planeswalkers, whatever. Then your next planeswalker just has an extra loyalty.
I feel like maybe another sub-theme of this deck that we're not going over here is tokens, because it makes a lot of tokens.
That's just, the only card I have that takes advantage of that is Skull Clamp. Other than that, I don't really care.
That's not true. The big card at the end of this that we're hyping up at the end of this category also takes advantage of all those tokens.
I don't even know how. Oh, yeah, it does.
What are you talking about?
I forgot about that ability.
What? That's the best part of that card.
Yeah, it is. Next card, please.
Settle the score. This is 2 black, exile target creature, then put 2 loyalty counters on any planeswalker you control.
That can just alt planeswalkers by itself. The old plus, pass, untap, settle the score, alt.
The thing I like about settle the score is what if you played a janky removal spell so you could get some marginal upside?
It can be a lot of marginal upside, though.
I know. I can't think of the. I have I play in Yuriko. I played Never to Return. What if I played a bad removal spell so I could get marginal
Rags to
upside?
Riches is worse because it's uncastable.
It's not true.
Oh my god.
You say Shrivel's playable.
I always joke about Shrivel being playable because it always is. What's the better version of Shrivel? Oh yeah, the strictly better Shrivel, Nausea. Oh man, Nausea would be so good right now. Nausea is the same thing as Shrivel. So the Shrivel and Nausea are equals in the Magic universe.
Okay, so if you shrivel up or you get sick to your stomach,
yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Oh, what's the next one?
It's a janky removal spell that has marginal upside. It's the Elder spell. Black for a sorcery. Destroy any number of target planeswalkers. Then you choose a planeswalker you control. Put 2 loyalty on it for each planeswalker that you blew up. You don't need to blow up 1 planeswalker to get the magic 2 loyalty, typically required to alt the best things in this deck.
That's pretty simple. I mean,
I've blown up 3 things with this, and then just alted one of my random planeswalkers.
It's insane if you can blow. If you blow up more than 1 with this card, that feels amazing.
I'll sacrifice my other planeswalkers to alt one of them, but if I get to blow up yours, that's okay.
It only costs 2 mana, so if you killing 1 thing already feels good. Killing 2 things, it feels amazing.
Well, if you kill 2 things, now we're in the realm of play planeswalker, play Elder spell, alt planeswalker.
Yeah,
get insane value.
Elder spell only costs 2 mana. The problem with this card, like the downside of this card is the floors, it does nothing.
You've got to find targets. You have to find some target somewhere.
Yeah, the floors, it does nothing because there is a very, very low floor to the Elder spell.
We actually have ways to discard the Elder spell,
which is good.
The Chain Veil is next. It's 4 mana for an artifact, At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't activate a Planeswalker, you lose 2 life. Whoa. Wow. And the real ability, 4, tap it. This turn you can activate Planeswalkers as though you hadn't activated them.
Yeah. Everyone gets an additional activation.
2 pluses a turn, plus and a minus, minus and minus, minus and a plus. Or you can just ult them, maybe extra plus that you need to ult.
Maybe ult.
Card's just obviously good. It's kind of like Contagion Engine, except the 4 that you tap is actually worth it.
No, you should. Know what the goal should be? The goal should be to play Chain Veil and Ultimate. I don't know about Planeswalker. I don't care. Just do it. Do it twice.
But the same Planeswalker?
Well, yeah.
How?
You got to proliferate it insane.
Oh, you got to like destroy 10 things with the Elder Spell?
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, what is the funniest Planeswalker to double down on?
Tybalt, the Rakish Instigator. Make doubles.
I was talking about in this deck, but yes.
Oh, no, that's not in this deck. I thought about it.
I think one of the silly ones is Liliana, Last Hope, because they play off each other.
Emblem.
Yeah,
you get 2 zombies and you get 4 zombies.
Yeah, and then
you get 10 or 8 zombies and you get 10 zombies.
Yeah, this play.
Well, that might win you the game. What's the last card that is in the faster ultimates because it is like the fastest way to ultimate your Planeswalkers?
It should be in Proliferate.
I don't care. This is faster ultimates. Like Yawgmoth, Threat Position is going to get you faster ultimates.
But it proliferates.
This is just the best card in the whole deck.
It's because it proliferates.
This is the best card in the whole deck.
Yes, this is the Gourmet Bagel. Tell people what the Gourmet Bagel is.
What does it do?
Not everyone knows what the Gourmet Bagel
It's
is.
the best card in the whole deck, as opposed to the bread and butter of the rest of the deck.
Now you guys know what the Gourmet Bagel is, and Yawgmoth Threat Position is that. He is 2 black for a 2/4. Mm-hmm. He has. It's so weird that he has so much toughness to me. For a 2/4, protection from humans. That's why he's so good.
That's it. I mean, that's just blocking all the humans.
Yeah.
And there's like 8 more words.
So winning the game category.
Now, what are the other 10 things he does?
The other 10 things. He has pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature, draw a card.
Those were 4 things you just said, and only one of them was bad.
No. And what? The losing 1 life? Is that the only bad part?
Pay 1 life.
Yeah, because sacrificing creatures can just be upside. This card that part's absolutely insane. And then you can black, discard a card, proliferate.
Doesn't tap, doesn't have any restriction other than discarding a card. You have to have the card to discard. We have cards like the Elder Spell where maybe we don't want them.
Yeah, you can pay. I guess if Elder Spell had black, discard, proliferate.
Cycling, but you proliferate?
Yeah.
Instead of drawing a card?
Yeah, but Yawgmoth is insane, and there's so many tokens running around this deck.
Queen Marchesa tokens, Elspeth tokens, other Elspeth tokens, Liliana tokens,
Ophiomancer.
Ugin tokens, Ophiomancer.
There's just
anything.
There's more too. I mean, did you say Otha Gideon?
Otha Gideon tokens.
They're just random tokens running whenever. This card, I think my favorite little 2-card combo is this an Ophiomancer. It's so good.
Move aside for Phyrexian Arena. We're drawing a card every turn for a life.
Yeah, I'll gladly do that.
And even before you block all your guys, so I keep the monarchy, sack them all to Yawgmoth.
Yawgmoth's so good.
You can even shrink dumb little flyers that are attacking you for the monarchy. Like, oh, you have a 1/1 unblockable. Yeah, just kill it. I won't lose the monarchy. Get that out of here.
I love the card Yawgmoth is one of my. Every time we talk about it, I just think about it more. I'm like, I love this card. This card is so good. This card is awesome.
Did you know that we haven't talked about him yet on our Ranking Every Commander series, which is only in the final 10?
Yeah, and it'll be coming out this Friday. So if you're ready to see where Yawgmoth ranks, he ranks in the top 10. So if you're ready to see him, watch that video.
We really took some extra time. I wanted to make it get more information on everybody, have the video just be ridiculously long.
Well, you should probably get in the winning the game. We can talk about that at the end of the video.
Yeah.
So winning the game
we
category.
Saved the best Planeswalkers for now, and then there's a couple other bonus cards that go with this. But what Planeswalker alts actually are going to kill somebody or win us the game? Because the rest of them, not really.
I mean, Chandra Torch of Defiance. This is she ultimates, and what happened was. And what had happened was every time you cast a spell, you can deal 5 to any target. So you're just gonna go clock, and they're gonna die.
I've ultimated this quite a few times. Never lost with it.
I mean, it's tough to lose with it. Even if there's threats on board, you get to just kill them.
They're dead. You just pick a person, You bully them until they're dead. You only need to cast like 5 spells probably. I mean, they're not at 40, right? This game's going for a bit. Marchesa encourages combat additionally, so their life totals are going to be lower. You're just going to kill everybody. This card is so good. Plus, it's for card advantage. It ramps you. It can kill a creature if you're that desperate, and it wins the game.
Liliana, Torch of Defiance is one of my favorite planes. It is my favorite Planeswalker ever printed, but it's one.
Me too.
It's one of my favorite Planeswalkers in
Pioneer.
EDH.
And EDH and Pioneer and Modern.
I was
Just good in everything. It was good in Standard.
I try and stick to EDH, but yeah, I love it in EDH. And I mean, even like you get a. I love.
Are you going to let's describe what it does again? Because we did already go over that.
Well, I mean, you get a. I was going to say you get the Phyrexian Arena effect, but there's tons more text, and that's what I love about this card. Like, it's just so much more.
Well, even with the Phyrexian Arena, she's still Sulfuric Vortexes everybody.
Yeah,
hits them all for 2.
Yeah, if you don't want to use that card.
All right, Obnixilis Reignited is next. This looks janky, but it's actually been pretty good. 3 black for a 5 loyalty Ob. You plus draw a card, lose life, -3, kill a creature. The most cookie cutter, boring Planeswalker text ever. But his ultimate is -8, and target opponent gets an emblem with whenever any player draws a card, you lose 2 life.
I mean, it says, hey, you're gonna lose.
You're gonna lose. There's no way to stop it. It's inevitable. This is one that I don't feel too bad just playing because he's gonna get your card back. But in Commander, you can do so much better than 5 mana Phyrexian Arena. This is one of the Planeswalkers. If this deck exists in 2 years, it's probably not in there.
I like how.
But right now, I think it's good enough.
I love how this one, like, I described liking Torch of Defiance because she can just be a sweet Phyrexian Arena, and then you're just like, it used to be, it's so hard to describe cards sometimes and describe why they're so good, because, like, you literally just use the same description I did.
I don't want 5 mana Phyrexian Arena.
I wanted 4 mana one. It's just, I get it. I understand what you're saying, and because we have shared our views on Commander, obviously, a ton.
I mean, I plus Chandra more for the mana for anything else.
Oh, yeah, that's also awesome.
Sometimes you just want the mana.
I mean, I agree. Chandra is so much better than Obnixilis. I'm not even arguing with that. It's just sometimes if you hear someone say basically the same thing, it can be confusing why one is better than the other.
Joe's just an idiot.
I'm not an idiot. There's
wrong.
somebody out there being like, what? He just said he wanted the Chandra Torch Defiance Phyrexian Arena.
No, it's the fact that that's the worst ability is great. It's the best ability on Obnixilis, though, so I don't know. You're trying to plus an ultimate because he's a glass cannon. Liliana the Veil is also in this deck. Surprise! Nobody knew that until now. 1 black. You can plus to have each player discard a card. -2 to have someone sacrifice a creature. That's pretty bad, usually. And then -6, separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. They pick one, and the other one dies.
Just gimp a player.
You're taking somebody out. You're sweeping the leg. They're done.
I mean,
Unless they have some kind of crane kick survival, flying crane technique, then you're good.
what are you talking about?
I made a Karate Kid reference and then a Magic reference. That was good.
No, it wasn't.
What? No. You sweep the leg, take them out, you're going to kill one person. You can even go, if you're really lazy about the piles, because we're used to making piles in Modern, if you're lazy about it, you can just go lands, non-lands.
Yeah, I mean, lands, non-lands is like a very classic pile.
If you haven't made piles before, typically you can squeeze a few lands with the non-lands, because it's like, oh, hey, you have 5 creatures and a mana rock. Would you keep that with just 2 lands? No. So you can get a free 2 lands destroyed by moving them over.
Yeah, but don't be too greedy.
Because then if you put 4 lands there, it's like, well, I'll just take the 5 creatures then.
Piles are hard. That is, I would say, because it doesn't come up that much and you don't get to optimize it. It's probably one of the harder things to do in Magic.
Yeah, if you think you're gonna be able to ultimate this, like if it says, if you go, oh, if it make it to my next turn, I'm gonna ult. Actually think about who you're targeting and how you're gonna split the permanents, so you're not sitting there for like 10 minutes doing it.
I have the classic. I've had Liliana Ultimate be destroy target permanent, where you go, all right, everything and this one card I can't
you
beat.
You cannot choose this one card because you'll lose.
Yes.
To my creature, like my 2/2, because you have no lands and no anything. And it's like, oh, I just can't beat Blood Moon, or I can't beat Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Destroy target permanent.
Yeah, you can have your 5 lands or your Blood Moon.
Right. Or like with Lantern Control, it's like your 6 pieces and whatever, or this thing. Now the second best card in the deck, because this ultimate is the closest I've ever seen a Planeswalker ultimate come to just actual game over right now. The game is done.
All right, what does it do?
It's Liliana, Dreadhorde General. She +1s, make a zombie, -4, everybody sacrifice 2 creatures. Whenever a creature you control dies, you draw a card static, and then her -9 starts at 6, -9, right? For each opponent chooses 1 permanent of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. 1 land, 1 creature, 1 artifact, 1 enchantment. The game's over. Thanks for playing. You can go home now. You're done.
I mean, yeah, it's almost impossible to survive this hole.
What enchantment is getting you out of this? I don't care about any enchantments. Oh, you got a Phyrexian Arena, you got a Mirari's Wake. Well, who cares?
I'm trying to think of like something. I don't know what gets you out of it.
You,
I'm sure.
the best thing you can keep is probably like Gilded Lotus.
I mean, okay, realistically, the best thing you're keeping is Omniscience. You said the best thing. That I'm just saying. Then they'd be okay.
It really seems like you got the point of this thought experiment.
I did.
Yeah, you did it. You gamed it. Liliana Dreadhorde General is amazing. It's not even that hard to ultimate. She pluses to 7, and the next turn you just get to put 2 loyalty on her. Weird. We have like 8 cards that do that.
Oh, Liliana Dreadhorde General is an awesome plan. If you have 2 creatures, put her down, and then make everyone sack 2. You draw 2 to replace them, and everyone else loses 2 creatures. And sometimes 2 is the most creatures anyone has at the table.
I've seen 2 out a lot, and then you don't. So let's say you keep the Monarchy because of that. You get 2, 4, 6 cards out of it, 8 cards out of it, and 9 from the Monarchy.
Yeah, Liliana can do a poop load.
Oh yeah, she's just amazing. I want to tutor for Yawgmoth if I have Planeswalkers, and if I don't, I want Liliana first.
All right, repeated reverberation. It costs 2 red for an instant. The next Planeswalker ability.
Instant sorcery or Planeswalker loyalty you activate is copied twice.
So
just the next one. You get 3 of them.
This can be awesome with an ultimate.
Oh, can it? Why don't you explain how Chandra the Torture Defiance dealing 15 damage, or Obnixilis giving the emblem to every person, or Liliana the Veil separating everyone else's permanents.
It's so awesome. I mean, even there's a lot of like pluses and minuses that are worth doing this with too.
I think so, yeah.
It's not like this card can be an ultimate like finisher.
Right.
Like that's why it's in winning the game, obviously. But I mean,
If you just have a utility, like let's say you have Obnixilis and you want to destroy a creature, well, this becomes 4 mana, destroy 2 target creatures. And that's not the worst thing in the world. It's pretty versatile.
it's just exactly, it's versatile. I mean, if you're running low on mana, or say you have a ton of mana and you don't have any cards, but you have a Chandra out, a Torch of Defiance, I'd like to look at the top 3 cards in my library to try and find something because I'm struggling.
Yeah, I'm just digging a little faster. And even hitting my opponents for maybe, if I have find literally nothing, I'm hitting them for 6.
Liliana Veil Plus could even be really good. It's like sometimes opponents are low on cards. What if I wanted to plus it 3 times to get their hands gone?
Well, I can imagine a scenario where this is the last card in your hand, and you want to activate Lily of the Veil, so you might as well do it 3 times. Once you have no cards, it doesn't matter that everyone's discarding.
Oh yeah, I've definitely played spells. I've played Liliana Veil plenty in Modern. I've definitely played spells just to get them out of my hand so I could plus my Lily.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you press your advantage. Not that this deck wants to be empty-handed, but Lily and the Veil and Queen Marchesa work pretty well together. When you discard the last card, or you play 2 spells, then you go draw for the Monarchy, draw for turn, play these 2 things, plus, if you need to.
Yeah.
And the last one we have to mention is Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. It's a legendary sorcery, so you need a Planeswalker or a legendary creature if you want to cast this. You forgot that once. Costs 5 white-black. Return all legendary things from your graveyard to play. Right now, for realsies. Get them all back.
This card is insane. If you have 5 or 6 Planeswalkers in the graveyard, how are you losing?
You have 3? You just feel great. What if you get Yawgmoth back and you just ultimate them? He proliferates all your Planeswalkers. Ugh.
He has to do that for black. You just paid 7 mana for this spell. How much more do you have?
A lot. This deck plays Cabal Coffers, dude.
That's fair. I guess that is fair.
Anything's possible with Cabal Coffers.
Ugh. Yeah. Like boring deck construction. I'm just gonna get on the Beezy train of hating mono black.
Oh, really? You are? That's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Oh, I can't stand mono. Like I actually started doing it like in person with a friend. I was like,
What was this?
There was a fuzzy. I'm sorry if you.
Please mention it. Like, what are you doing?
Fuzzy. Sometimes there's fuzzies that float around down here, and they get like I see them and I just want to get them out.
Down here, we're like underground.
We technically are.
Yeah, we're
underground.
on like an underground base.
This is underground.
Yeah. What was I just saying? Oh, yeah. Primeval's Glorious Birth even will get you back the Chain Veil.
Oh, I didn't even
It's all
think.
legendary permanents.
What a
I wanted
random.
to double check. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, I was like, why are you getting on your phone? I thought you were looking up Yawgmoth, like for some
No,
wording.
he's got enough abilities.
Yeah, I thought you weren't sure about something on it because we had just mentioned it and then you pull out your phone.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna get you back everything, and we hate on mono black.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all. That's the last card we have for you. I think if I wanted to mention one other card that's in this deck is Path of Metal, because I love that card. It is so good with Queen Marchesa. Watch out if you want to kill your tokens, but you play it early usually, and then it says when it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each creature that doesn't have haste, first strike, double strike, or whatever. Doesn't matter. And then it flips into a land that either pays 1 in red, tap, deal 2 to each opponent, 2 in a white, tap, destroy a creature that attacked this turn at random, or it taps for a mana of any color.
The thing that card's really good, and it's a card I would almost never put in any deck
Ever.
But it turns out Queen Marchesa randomly happens to synergize incredibly well with that.
Well, let's
card.
mention why. Because Queen Marchesa has haste, and the token she makes has haste. That's all you need to do to trigger Path of Metal's flip, which is attack with 2 creatures that have blah, 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 or haste.
Isn't that touch one of them?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
It's first strike and double strike, I think, are 2 of them. So it's really almost nothing.
So that is this deck. This deck is really fun. It's really sweet. Is there anything else you wanted to mention, like in the deck, like floating around here? That
I mean, you got your... I'll throw in 3 boring cards that are staples. We got Dockside Extortionist, Smothering Tithe, and Necropotence are also in this deck. So you've got the power, aside from the Planeswalkers.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point? Like, if we're gonna do a deck tech, there is no point in mentioning and bringing up those cards because it's like we get it.
If you can afford them, cool.
If
Maybe
you-
probably just throw them in your deck.
Yeah, if you can afford those cards, they go in your deck.
Like I think those 3 cards are so close to like objective staples that it's actually annoying.
They're so close to auto includes, it's silly.
In Necropotence, yes, I'm playing Necropotence in a 3-color deck. Yes, it is stupid. Why is that card not banned?
It's like even if you have to cast it on turn 6, it's still stupid.
Actually, why is that card not banned? I really don't know.
Yeah, me neither. Yawgmoth is like such a he's a better card, I think.
Yawgmoth is better than Necropotence?
No, that's not true.
Nope.
That's a false
You
statement.
gotta think about it for a second.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what to talk about. Necropotence is stupid.
You start at 40 life, right?
Yeah, I do.
I saw somebody mentioning that, what if we change the starting life total to 30? Not related to Necropotence, just in general. Games get faster, and it makes combat matter more, which is combat's like the least important thing.
I don't know.
I thought that was interesting. We can talk about it later.
It is, yeah. All right, well, special shout outs to all of our patrons.
38?
38, they just keep going up.
Climbing back up to 50.
Back up.
We haven't made it to 40 yet. Well, we keep losing some, and then we get some, and then we lose some. It's like,
It's
obviously,
okay.
anyone who ever wants to contribute to this channel, I love you. People who've contributed and aren't patrons anymore, I don't actually take that personally. You can't afford, like, no one should be able to afford or should be obligated to afford supporting us every waking month of their life.
I just want to throw out this super special shout out because I just haven't done it. Like, I feel like I haven't done it yet. As per Ragnarok, I just want to give him a shout out. He deserves a shout out. So if you're thinking, Nitpicking Nerds, love you guys. You guys are really awesome. Can't support your monthly. Monthly fees aren't my thing. Like, I got Netflix. I got Hulu. What else? What other stupid things do they got?
Disney Plus.
Ugh, Disney Plus. I thought you were
Fox Next. Fox Now. What's that thing called?
Amazon Prime. Fox Now? Is that a
Yeah, I
thing?
think that's the Fox streaming service.
Okay, I don't care about that. But maybe I could tip you in every now and then. We have a virtual tip jar at buymeacoffee.com where you can go there and essentially buy us a coffee. They do it in $3 increments. That's what they think coffee costs. I don't know why that's what they think coffee costs.
You really struggled saying the word increments.
Increments.
You gave it 1 syllable, I think. What else do we have to do? We have to thank our moms, Tammy and Michelle.
No, well, yeah, we do.
Got it out of the way. It's done.
Okay.
You can't undo it.
Okay, you're right.
You want to unthank my moms?
Unthank you, moms. If you're thinking, they're picking nerds, I don't have extra money to give you. I just want to buy my magic cards with my money because it's what I like. I like magic. So, but you can still help us. You can go to the link in the description below. It'll take you to this deck list. You can go, that's a Queen Marchesa deck list. Click off it, buy any cards you want, and then we'll get some kickback. And we would appreciate that very much.
Because it helps the channel. It's real monies that actually goes to us. Proven. We've gotten monies from it before.
All right, your turn, BZ. Tidbit about our life.
A tidbit about our life. Oh, I was going to say that I went to college for 4 years, and I have a bachelor's degree. But it doesn't seem like I do, because I'm on YouTube.
Some YouTubers do.
Some do.
I'm sure a bunch. I mean,
People who decide after they graduate college.
yeah. Beezy has graduated college and works.
Did you even graduate high school?
What? Are you for real?
You did, right?
Yes.
I don't know. What's the difference if you did or didn't?
Yeah.
What tangible impact does it have on your life, whether you did or didn't?
I mean, the ability to get a job, mostly.
I guess.
Places won't hire you if you don't have a high school degree.
I just assumed everywhere you work just will hire anybody.
Anywhere? I've worked in a school.
Yeah, you're basically like one of the students. Just a big kid.
I've worked yeah, you need a high school diploma to work in a school.
Is it a tidbit about both of our lives or just one of ours?
They just got a tidbit about my life. They knew I worked in a school now.
All right.
They just got a tidbit. Yes.
All right, those are tidbits. We're done, though.
Yep. Peace out, Tribe Scout.